What is up, guys, and welcome back to the 100% Race RB Driver Career Mode series on F1 24. Today's video comes a couple of months after Monaco, I will admit, and I will admit that I am a long way behind. With F1 24 just around the corner, who knows when this video is going to be uploaded. But yeah, so coming into the Canadian Grand Prix this weekend, I've actually just gone ahead and done everything. So we didn't really have any upgrades apart from one, which was brought in by Ricardo. That was a weight reduction upgrade, and wait until you see where we are in just a second. But yeah, I just got practice done and got all the practice programs down, got the extra resources that we've received, and I know for a fact that Danny is looking at a few upgrades. I do know that. So let's see what he has done. So here we are for the weekend. Front nose structure, okay, so that's the one that Ricardo fitted. That was our only upgrade for the weekend. And if you have a look at the radar, overcast conditions for quali, but then a little patch of rain for the Grand Prix. Now when I did practice, we did have some very heavy wet weather at the end of the session, and I went out there, did a lap on the full wet tyres, and a few others did too, and after I did my laps, after practice, I went to the race director and see what lap times we're doing. It was very variable. Some drivers were doing 120s, 21s, 22s, but us, we were doing 24s. And there was one lap we did in the 25s. So, wet weather is not going to be our friend, I tell you. That was on the full wets, and I was only looking at those who did laps on the full wets because we did our few laps right at the very end, so within like the last 10 minutes or something. We did do one lap in the 23, but then it felt like the weather was just took a turn for the worse, and I'm surprised that we still stayed within the 24. So, but the car was such a handful to drive. It just didn't feel great to drive at all. So here's the performance index of where we are. Third fastest car. What is this? We have jumped Ferrari, Aston Martin and Mercedes. Mercedes we've jumped a little while ago, but we've jumped Aston Martin and Ferrari, and we are right with our senior team. But I did have some thoughts in the back of my mind that we weren't necessarily going to have a good weekend this weekend, because Canada's been one of those tracks on this game where I've done some laps, but the car just doesn't feel great at all in the high speeds or the straights. The straights is probably the one thing I'm more worried about, to be honest. So a straight line speed is literally the only other thing I'm worried about. Yeah, while we are the third fastest car, is that going to give us another bucket load of points this weekend? And can Danny Rick get his way towards the top 6 or 5? Top 6 or 7 for Ricardo would be a very good result, because I don't know how we pulled up a first and a second in the last 2 races. So, and where are we at AI difficulty wise? 110, and I did that in practice as well. 110 AI, that hasn't been changed, and we are going to keep it that way. We are going to keep it that way because honestly, I'm just genuinely surprised that we are this high up already. Didn't even expect to be this high up. So with that being said, is there anything we can do? Drag reduction. It's only a minor one, but Austria, that's a good one. That's a good one to have a drag reduction upgrade. 272 resource points to spend. When would Taiwan have gone on? Silverware. Silverstone isn't really much of a high tide deck circuit. Hungary is though. There's 2 weeks between Silverstone and Hungary, so you get a week off. It's Silverstone, week off, and then Hungary. That's right. We might still get it on, but we're going to need to find the resource points. So after this weekend, hopefully we can find enough resources to help get that tyre upgrade. So that'll be something I'll focus on next. Anyway, let's get into qualifying. Okay, so I don't need to worry about wet weather for this session. It's going to be dry all session. So we could just go through our normal qualifying programs. So here's Danny out of the last corner. 109.3 or 109.1. Rain in 30 minutes? There's supposed to be no rain. So are we going to see some rain in the latter stages? Or at some point in qualifying? Now they're saying rain? I don't know what to believe now. Oh crap, I forgot to change components, and that's something that we're going to have to do. 7 minutes for a new ICE, that's at 62%. MGUH is at 67. 4 minutes plus 7 is 11. 7 minutes, 12. 4 minutes 40. So that's literally 12 minutes. No, we're not going to get a lap. We won't get a lap if we do. So what we can do is we can chuck the MGU-H in. So that'll take a few minutes, which is not terrible. And then if we have enough time, we can get the MGU or the ICE in. So it all won't be too bad then. In the effort of just getting the intro underway, I completely forgot about our engine. So yeah, new MGU-H is in, and then if we get through it, we can chuck a new ICE in. Oh, that's not great. Sideways at 7% already. Seriously? We should have enough time to get back out and get around. Alright, let's quickly lower the fuel load. Maybe one less clicker front wing, low fuel, new tyres. Okay, 2:41 to go. And let's drive out this time. Is Ricardo ready to go? He is. Whoa. Wow, literally everyone is on track. Okay, we're only going to get the one lap, which I don't mind. Alright, let's get a slipstream off Hulkenberg. Oh, he's made a mistake. He's ruined his lap before it's even started. Oh, right up against the wall. Fastest first sector, what? 16th? Where'd we just last? That can't be right. Last corner. Wasn't great again, but it's going to be 18th improvement. 108.9 it was. Where did we go? 13th. Okay. We do have some time to find. How long is it going to take to get the new ICE in? I probably expected that we would struggle, but I think with our wearing ICE, I thought that, yeah, that makes a bit more sense. McLaren are down 10th and 11th. That's surprising. Now, how quickly can we get the ICE on? 7 minutes. Okay, yeah, that's enough time. Let's do it. Okay, we've got 7 minutes to get this component done, and that should leave us enough time, definitely, to do one lap. We're not going to have enough time to do a banker run. What's the track like anyway? Honestly, it doesn't look like it's rained at all. So everyone's going out. It's saying dry weather, but I'm not convinced. 8-9 from Lewis. 8-8, 8-6-8. Ricardo's jumped up to second. Who else is yet to cross the line? Is anyone coming across the line? Perez crossing the line. He goes to the top. Hulkenberg goes to 12th. Perez 8-3. Has Verstappen done his lap yet? No, not yet. Rain. Rain on Verstappen's car. This lap has got to count. Oh, but that's going to suck for us. So that means we're going to start automatic 15th. I should be doing this more often. Verstappen out of the last corner. I don't know why he's taking the short run up to the line. Where does he go? 13th. Albon 14th. Wow. And with the rain falling, that is their session done. Where are the McLarens at the moment? Oscar's done. He's not going to improve. And Lando is second. Wow, this is a big moment in the championship. Yet there's still 70 laps to come, but yeah, it's raining. So we've got a new ICE on the car now. Let's go out on this set of tyres just to see what we can do. I doubt that we're going to do anything. Can we still get a lap on dries or not? Okay, no, it's definitely gotten worse since... Let's just see if I can just survive this lap. Yeah, look at that. Yep, sliding everywhere. That is our session done. Whoa, exactly what I was experiencing in practice on the full wet. Just the car stepping away from me on full throttle. It's just an ugly feeling. Alright, let's bring it back. There's no point in completing this lap, it's done. Well, that sucked. So Ricardo gets through into the top 5. And we start 15th with that ICE change and the rain coming. Verstappen's going to start 13th and Lando's going to be right up there as well. So how things can swing around. And if you look at the standings here, Verstappen is 3 points ahead of Norris. With Leclerc only 21 behind, Piastri 34, Perez 51, Sainz 52. So it's still not that big between between the top 6 really. Only 2 races, literally 2 races separating the top 6. So yeah, while that session wasn't great, we do have a fresh engine or some fresh components for the race. And if our car is the 3rd fastest car, and if we can find that true pace, we can still get into the points. I do believe that we can. Is there anything else that we want to change while we're at it? These two will need to be replaced very soon. So all in all, the engine's okay. We probably can put turbocharger and energy store in for the race, and that we can go from there, because the others aren't that bad. MGUK, which was our most recent failure, is only at 18. Control electronics is still at 31, and the gearbox is only at 38. So all in all, it's not really that bad, but we'll see what happens over 70 laps then. So obviously that wasn't the smoothest qualifying we've ever had. What can we make up in the race? Saying wet weather towards the end of the race, or about 2/3 through the race. I know for a fact that fuel is going to be a drama, so I'm going to chuck just over 1.5 laps of fuel on board, because we're going to need it. 2 stints on mediums, and then the last stint on the hards. That is very interesting. I'm pretty happy with the downforce levels. I'll take a bit, let's just do 1 click of rear downforce off, and if I need to, I can always chuck 1 click of front downforce if the front of the car isn't biting. Everything else I'm pretty happy with. What's everyone else starting on? Sainz starting on the soft, so he's going to be in early. He needs an early safety car. Lewis on the hards, both mates on the hards. Danny's starting on the hards. Piastri starting on the hards. So variant strategies within the field. I actually don't mind Danny starting on the hards, because we're expecting a 2-stop throughout the whole field, so start on the hards and then do the final 2 stints on the mediums. That may not be such a bad idea. Let's see what kind of result we can cook up. Max and Oscar have gone nowhere. Oops, Someone was at my inside. Might have been Gasly, because we just got a collision warning. Cover him off. That's it. Oh. Everyone's going to be slow here, so let's send it up as much as we can. We'll let Max go.
That start was okay.
This is what I'm worried about. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Gosh, so slow.
You're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
If you're that close to Albon, Max, why not just go for the overtake? I definitely would. I think I can see Danny creating a bit of a DRS train. So if Danny can keep these guys at bay, we need to make moves. And it's important for those guys like Gasly and Piastri to stay in the DRS of us. Here we go. Oh, truth. If Albon gets a better run, I'll give him that place. Oh, jeez, pull the car up. Don't want to be doing that too often. Ooh, little lock up there from Alex. Gee, Max has got some pace. Max knows he's got better pace, but it's the DRS train he's just caught up in. Oh, traffic jam. It's Danny. He's getting swamped. Oh, sorry, Nick. I'll give that place back. I got Albon okay, but Hulkenberg I overtook off the track, so... Oh, okay. Find a run. Oh, I tried to get Hulkenberg. Joe's run wide. What? Seriously? Well, that was frustrating. Tried to make a move on Hulkenberg, but he was away to it. I couldn't stop. And then Joe makes a mistake. He just comes straight back onto the racing line, takes me out. And this car is a handful to drive as well. Let's get a car update. No. Okay, hang on. I completely forgot that I could talk into the mic and ask for an update. I forgot about that. Vehicle condition.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
I'm not convinced. I'll try again. The car seems fine though. Now that we're in clean air, we can focus on our race a little bit. I don't know if you guys can tell from that camera, but oh, it's Sainz that's the Ferrari that's pitting. Oh yeah, because he would start on the softs, didn't he? Wow, so he dropped really far back. So Sainz is going to be all over us, and we need to get past Sargent quickly. Oh, that run. Whoa, that wasn't ugly. Right out of the last corner wasn't great, but close enough for a move. Now let's get out of the Sargent's DRS threats. Sainz is going to be all over us anyway, so we won't be fighting him.
This is good, you're catching the car ahead. Captain your teammate ahead.
Whoa.
9 seconds.
That's not going to do the rears any favours. The rears are wearing badly. Well, let Sainz go. There's no point in fighting him.
All of our tyre pressure data is
Not trucking along too badly at the moment. Oh, not again. Jeez, lucky we hung on to that. Whoa, someone's made a mistake. That's bogged everyone up, and unfortunately we've lost DRS. Rears are really starting to struggle now. Oh jeez, that is a heavy hit.
It looks like rain is inbound and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes till the rain.
5 minutes now? I don't know if I can hang out for 5 minutes. Well, we made that work. Is this weather actually coming in 5 minutes?
Keep an eye on your distance and the speed limit signs you approach and make
Jesus Christ, you idiots. I can't brake that much harder. If it's 5 minutes, I really don't want to be boxing. Let's just try and hang it out if we can. Gee, this car is a handful to drive. Come on, we've got to get these two. Whoa, boy. I think we just about stay within track limits. A few laps out. Can I really wait a few laps? Once the hard runners pit, it'll free us up. But that means we're going to be hunted down. I think it's worth the risk of us continuing on, to be perfectly honest. So Danny's in the pits, Ocon's in the pits. I think that's Perez behind us, so he has stopped. Verstappen's also pitted behind us. So those clouds have gathered, now we need rain. Just be patient, Checo. Or not.
Okay, Nick, in this lap, and remember the speed limit. You'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes.
I'd rather have raindrops now, thank you. Get up there. Ah, no grip. Oh, rain's here. Rain's here. Now we just need to survive. Gasly should almost stay out too, to be perfectly honest. I think the grip has gone. Jesus. Whoa, no grip. Did we get DRS? No. Damn it. Wow, I've just got no grip whatsoever. Oh my god. Gotta let Danny go. God, there's no spray yet.
The tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
Has DRS been disabled yet? No, it hasn't. Got to try and hang it out until the rain gets heavier. Far out, this is not easy. The car's all over the shop. Whoa!
1.8 seconds.
I've got no grip. The fronts are the fronts are colder than the rears. Dude, this is Inters conditions, surely. Weather report.
Okay, you're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Mate, I can't hang out any longer. Do you know what? I've made it this far in the hards. Or the medium, sorry. I think we should just go hards to the end of the race. What else do we have to lose? We can't... It's Inters. Oh, damn it. Everyone's coming for Inters, surely. Yeah, I've got no grip, but I've got to come in. Alright, next lap we're coming in. Everyone's responded almost. Dude, we're going to lose out big time. Alright, Inters now. It was worth the risk staying ever. We just had no grip. The car was all over the place. So how much have we lost? Who's this that's behind us? Bottas. 16th. So now that we've used the Inters, we can use another set of mediums to the end of the race, depending how long this rain stays out for. We would have definitely gone a lap down if we stayed on the slicks.
Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still definitely on the right tyre for the time being, but we're probably not a million miles away from slick conditions.
Cars are coming in already. Oh, we got that in just in time. That's too far. Let's go hards. Jeez, that was quick. Holy hell. I literally looked at the mini-map and I saw cars coming in, and I literally decided very last second to box. Oh my goodness. How are they not having any cold effects on cold tyres? What is this? So now everybody should be on the same strategy. Yeah, so everyone has pitted. So Ricardo's still ended up 13th. So he's on the... He's hards. That's going to be the same set of hards that he's on before he pitted for Inters. Do teams have two new sets of hards depending who they are? So everyone's on hards, but who's on what set of hards? Is it the same set that they used before the rain came, or could it be a scrub set of hards from earlier in the race? Because I know Ricardo started on the hards. He pitted for another set of hards before the rain. Now he's on. I've got no idea what set of hards he's on. So the likelihood of teams stopping again is very high. 30 laps to go. The hards can do about, I think almost a whole race when I looked at the strategies early before the race. So surely everybody will be able to get to the end of the race. Whether we see any pit stops again, I'm not entirely sure. Alright, now let's get after Albon. Gee, Russell's lost out big time. Double stack situation maybe? From the switch from Inters back to dries again.
Piastri, they've got some kind of mechanical problem.
That Williams is slippery in a straight line, so that was not going to be that much easier to shake off. Wowzers. I'll give him that place back.
Okay, so yeah.
I tried to wait for him to defend, but when he didn't, I clattered him, and then I just went across the curb. Wasn't a legal overtaking, just had to give the place back. Well, it would be nice to overtake Albon. I'd rather do it cleanly, you know. Second time lucky. 11.11. Jeez, we are not that far off from getting our fastest lap. So Ricciardo's only 4 spots ahead of us, so he's in like 11th or something that I can see. Well, at least the hards are doing better than the mediums. I'll tell you what, a safety car would make things interesting. We've got nothing to lose if there's a safety car, so why don't we just chuck a new set of boots on it and go for it? We've got just enough of a gap to come out ahead of the leading pack, and then we'll have however many laps, but we're going to need that safety car like literally very soon to give ourselves maximum opportunity, and just pray that no one else pits. If everyone else pits, then it could be the complete opposite for us. We might even go for track position. Is Ricciardo catching the Haas and the Alpine ahead? I can't tell if he is or not. Who is in front of Joe is the one that's leading this pack. How can Piastri and Russell not even get past him and shake him off? It's a Sauber, for crying out loud, guys.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead, 3.7 seconds.
There's an opportune move. Whoa, that was close. Well, we get George at least. Let's show these guys how to really get Joe. That is how you do it. Now let's get away from those guys while they're still being held up. Let's say they've been taking some notes. Geez, I really thought fuel was going to be more of a drama. If I knew this wasn't going to be the case, I would have taken way more fuel out. Unfortunately, Hulkenberg might have been let off the loose, because look how big the gap is. So unless Gasly and Ricciardo can work together, I don't think we're going to catch Hulkenberg. That's for 9th as well. It'd be miraculous if we somehow get a double points finish here, I tell ya. Killer, Russell and Piastri have not taken any notes from my overtake. They're still stuck behind that Sauber. One little side-by-side action from these two, and then it's so narrow to any of us getting P9. Yeah, tyres are still fine, so now I'm just going to give it everything. Literally give it everything. I'll tell you what, Hulkenberg's still staying inside though, and Gasly's not really getting close enough to threaten a move on Ricciardo, so you never know. Oh, finally Russell and Piastri passed the Sauber. That took a long time. Come on, give me the DRS. Oh, we got DRS. I didn't think we would, but Gasly's closer to Ricciardo this time. Not gonna go for it. So let's get Gasly. So that lets Ricciardo off the hook. Dive bomb. 1.7 Ricciardo to Hulkenberg. I really want to get past Danny so I can have a clear shot at Hulkenberg. To be honest, I think Ricciardo deserves to finish ahead of us today. He deserves to get the points. So let's just wait one more lap. Let's recharge. Let's make sure we stay close enough to Danny. Okay, now let's make the move. Oh, we're almost in DRS of Hulkenberg. Oh, yellow. Who is it? Oh, it's Bottas. Oh, we've almost got DRS on Hulkenberg. Come on. Did we get it? Oh, we did. But we've got no battery though. Easy, Danny. We can almost dive bomb Hulkenberg into the hairbin and just hold him up high. That's a good plan. And then I could just fend off Hulkenberg. Okay, so Ricciardo's staying close. That's good news. Oh, he's defending. He's under significant pressure. Let's focus on the hairpin. No, Danny, no. Come on, Daddy, he doesn't have DRS. Make the move, Danny, make the move. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought he was gonna get us there. Alright, we're through. Now we just gotta push on for a second. We gotta make this switch happen. Danny deserves to get the points today. Oops. Not intentional. So Ricardo will get 9th. And out of the final corner. We've done well to recover, and it's a double points finish for the team. Well done. Oh, good teamwork there at the end. And that was absolutely right from us to have Danny have 9th place, because he was the better RB today. So in all honesty, that was just an absolute stinker from us. We really don't deserve to finish 10th, but you know, I suppose doing the one less stop at the end, in the end, it got us there, but we were down to like 17th or 18th at the end, and we just drove the wheels off the car to get back into the points. So now Norris takes the championship lead again, I'm presuming. Verstappen goes from 13th to 6th. That's a good recovery drive. He was in 8th on the last lap, wasn't he? And then he pipped both Lewis and Stroll at the end. Impressive. So Sainz, that decision to go into the softs early didn't really pay off. It was Carlos that started on the softs. Yeah, that wasn't... that definitely wasn't a good option, which means he was buried in traffic and he had all the work to do. Yeah, and just starting on the softs just wasn't a good choice. And ultimately, we did lose a lot of time when we stayed out on the old mediums for that long. So that definitely cost us. And you guys saw how much I was struggling. Like, I was battling to keep the car on the track and just keep pointing the car in a straight line. And as soon as I saw cars peeling off into the pits, I thought, oh yeah, it's Inters. So we reacted that one lap too late. I don't think we would have gone close to these three here, but we would have, if we were further ahead of Ricardo, we wouldn't have backed off to give him that finish. Whether he got past Hulkenberg on his own, I wouldn't be so sure, or I wouldn't know if he would be able to do it on his own or not. But anyway, let's have a look at the champ standings. So 9 points covers the top 3 now. Piastri's still there or thereabouts, just over 2 races between the top 6 now. And then in the constructors, we get the 3 points that we get, still holding on to 6th. I reckon 6th is almost wrapped up, to be perfectly honest. I don't think the rest of these teams are going to do very much, to be perfectly honest. So we're literally best of the rest at the moment. Well, yeah, we are the 3rd fastest team. We certainly didn't show that today, and I did have a feeling that this would be one of those races where we're probably not going to be that competitive. And I feel like it's going to be the same at Spain, which is the next race. I do have a feeling that we're going to be a little bit down, sort of buried in the midfield. I reckon that's going to be the case. But all in all, we survived. We got the solitary point in the end. I suppose I can be happy that we got a point, but ultimately we really made hard work of that. So we really did well to claw back those spots, and we really, the hard turned out to be a pretty good race tyre in the end, because no tyre wear on them at all, and that enabled us to really press on hard. So it was a good positive, I'll say that. I'm hoping that our race pace and car balance can be a little bit better, and that's exactly what I'm hoping for the next race.